today we're installing our Xpel armor protection for the lower door panels on the inside, so sort of where the door bins are. I'll flash up a quick kind of picture now showing what I mean. But this kind of protects the sort of vulnerable area when you're getting in and out of the truck, or if you have kids or dogs. They frequently kick the doors, and the factory material, although it's nice and soft, it's not very easy to clean. So this makes it super easy, you know, quick wipe over and it's done. In the kit you get obviously one piece for each of the doors, passenger, passenger, driver, driver. It's cut this way just to optimize the material usage, and you get a squeegee. All you need to do is obviously to prep the area, so if you've used any kind of trim enhancer in the past, we want to make sure that's cleaned off, so use some isopropyl alcohol. I'll cover that in a second. But other than that, installation is pretty easy. As always with every armor video, just try and watch it quickly. There are some key, the design incorporates sort of key indicators on where you should be lining up the armor. So if nothing else, watch for those tips. I'll try and be as quick as I can. With that, let's get to the truck. Okay, we're going to start on the passenger front. So they're obviously the same, they're just mirrored on each side. So you can see this is pretty scuffed up, pretty dirty. I'm just going to give it a spray with some isopropyl, which looks like that. And this is, as mentioned, just to kind of make sure there's no trim enhancer products left on here. It's definitely not the end of the world. We're inside the truck, so adhesion won't be a problem either way. But we just want to get the worst bit off. That's plenty good enough. So I'm going to grab passenger, driver front, which is this bit, the smaller section. Okay. Let's not leave that in there. So the alignment points on the front, basically up here. Let me just point that out, and then back here as well. So we just want to get this top edge anchored in, and then we're going to be good for the rest of it. So I'm going to start up here with my left hand, just kind of set that there. I'm going to work down here. So just touching a bit too much here, so I'm going to bring it back this way just a tiny fraction more. We're talking, fractions of a millimeter. Okay, so that looks pretty good. Just need to grab a squeegee. So once you've got it in position, kind of run your hand up behind it to make sure it's not too far this way. This is good. So I'm just going to finalize across the top here. And now we want to give it a good pull. So we want to get it over this radius. So what I'm going to do is just take the palm of my hand, just kind of run it across this top here. What that does, it loosens up the material, adds a bit of friction to it, and just means it's going to roll nicely over this edge for a nice sharp edge. And then pull it, two hands, into place, and then grab your squeegee again, and start in the middle, working down. It's perfectly possible we'll get a little bubble across here. If we do, we just peel it back and sort it out. But if you've pulled it down enough and you've kind of warmed it up enough over this rotation, you'll be absolutely fine. Double check for any bubbles in the material. I'm not seeing any. And there you have it. So don't know how long that took, but very, very easy. Let's get on to the rear door. Okay, here we are on the rear door. Good thing about these is they open out to a right angle, so you've got plenty of access, but let's just go ahead and give us a quick clean up. You might find it easier to raise the truck as well, have it on the maximum height just while you're doing this. And if your knees are as old and creaky as mine, a nice little kneeling pad as well. Okay, that's looking pretty good. So now we're going to do the rear passenger, which is this piece here, the larger piece. Okay. So similar to the front section, we have a couple of sort of key alignment points. This is a bit of a soft radius here, so it's a little bit tricky, but it's not bad. And then obviously back here as well. So I'm going to start here on my right side. Just place that. Little tiny bit of pressure to secure it. And then same thing, just work across this top section, steering it with my left hand to make sure we're in the right spot. As before, kind of feel, make sure you haven't got anything overlapping. Grab a squeegee. Lock it in across this top bit. And it's really the same thing. We're going to put it down, but we want to warm it up a little bit just across here. Just get a bit of friction in there to make that turn easier. We're inside, so the temperature's pretty good already, but certainly if you're applying this in the cold, you know, something below 50 or 10 Celsius, then go ahead and either just warm this up a little bit with a hairdryer, or again, just use the flat of your hand. So I'm going to pull this down now. It's kind of putting more or less as much pull on it as I can without actually stretching the material. Place that there, and then grab a squeegee. Always start in the middle, then work out. You can kind of just about see, maybe, working out some bubbles as we go. Then over here. Okay, and just finish up. Roll this over here. Then we've got a couple of expansion joints there, just help it around that corner. Stress relief really, not expansion. One last run across the surface, make sure there's no air trapped. Maybe a little tiny bit there, but work that out. And there you have it. That's how you install it. Just takes 2 minutes per door. Very easy. Thank you for watching.